Today, I'm diving deep into the Freightliner Parts website to give you a full, unfiltered review based entirely on my real user experience. When you first land on the homepage, the site has a clean layout, which is a good start, but the design does feel a bit dated compared to more modern auto parts platforms. Still, all the core categories like engine components, electrical systems, and body parts are easy to access from the main menu. Navigation is mostly intuitive, although I did notice that some filters don't always work correctly, especially when you're searching for specific model years. That means you may end up browsing parts that aren't compatible with your truck unless you double-check the part numbers or use the VIN lookup tool, which thankfully is available, but not as polished as it could be. One strong point of the site is the range of available products. Whether you're looking for OEM parts or more budget-friendly aftermarket options, they have a fairly large inventory. However, pricing varies widely. Some items are competitively priced, but others feel overpriced, especially when factoring in shipping costs, which are not always transparent until the final checkout step. Product pages usually include basic specs and sometimes installation diagrams, but they could benefit from more detailed descriptions and better quality images. User reviews on individual items are scarce, which makes it harder to judge the reliability or fit of the part you're about to purchase. Shipping times are average. My test order arrived in about 7 business days, which is okay, but not particularly fast. There was no expedited shipping option during checkout, which is something to be aware of if you're in a time-sensitive repair situation. Customer service is hit or miss. I reached out via email with a compatibility question and didn't get a response until 5 days later. The answer was vague and not especially helpful. They do have a phone number listed, but hold times can be long and you don't always get someone with detailed knowledge of the parts catalog. Many useful links you can find in the description. Another issue is that the return policy is somewhat restrictive. You'll be on the hook for return shipping and restocking fees apply in some cases, so be very sure you're ordering the correct part. The checkout process itself is fairly standard, but the site does not accept as many payment methods as you might expect, no PayPal for instance, which some users might find limiting. Overall, Freightliner Parts is functional and can be a good resource if you know exactly what you're looking for, but it's not the most user-friendly or responsive platform out there. The selection is solid, but the site feels like it could use a modern update, better support infrastructure, and more buyer-friendly policies to be competitive with other online truck parts retailers. If this video helped you or gave you insight into the buying process, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more honest reviews and useful content.